We are excited to debut the dramatically enhanced remote feature, allowing our users to access and utilize a virtually unlimited number of computers on their local area networks. For the first time ever in the optical software industry, a single engineer can perform true distributed processing using the full computing power of dozens or possibly hundreds of available machines. The introduction of this feature marks a paradigm shift in the way engineers and designers will use optical software to evaluate creative ideas, improve product time to market, and roll out products representing leaps in innovation. Let's take a look at this exciting new feature. We start in the Remote tab of our System Preferences menu and select Search for Computers. ASAP will now automatically find every computer on our local area network capable of hosting a remote ASAP session. After a few moments, we have a listing of all available machines. Note that I can actually start remote sessions on my own computer, as well as a number of other machines located on our network. Now here's the really cool part. I can now launch 2 independent sessions of ASAP per CPU on each available computer. Since all of the machines shown have dual CPUs, that means I can launch up to 4 independent remote sessions of ASAP per machine. It's like having several dozen copies of ASAP all running and available at the same time. True extensible distributed processing at our fingertips. So how do we put this computing power to practice? We'll run a simple example of an integrating sphere and trace a few thousand rays to calculate its overall efficiency. We can see the geometry and rays tracing in our 2D and 3D viewers. Now let's use the power of remote in ASAP to perform real Monte Carlo simulation using the same example. We'll change the script shown to trace approximately 20 million rays and distribute the computation across multiple ASAP remote sessions. We select Start Remote from the System menu, which launches the new Remote Process Startup window. Here we have the same listing of available computers previously found under Preferences. In this case, let's start 50 remote sessions and let ASAP decide how to automatically distribute them to each machine. Note that ASAP will start 1 session on 1 CPU of each computer before distributing the remaining sessions to all CPUs. This serves to maximize the computing efficiency of each machine. In the Select Files to Transfer window, we see a listing of every file in our current working directory, and we can choose individual files for automatic transfer to each remote session. If we click a particular file a second time, the indicator changes to the standard ASAP Run icon, and that file will be transferred and automatically run on the remote machine. To begin the remote process, we simply click Start. After a few moments, all 50 of our remote sessions have begun. Okay, let's think about this. With a few mouse clicks, we are now tracing over 1 billion rays across multiple computers on our network. And we can even start additional remote sessions while waiting for the initial sessions to complete. Now, the new Remote Session Toolbar in ASAP 2009 provides several features allowing us to access and control each individual remote session or all sessions simultaneously. We can check status of each session using the drop-down menu, where the green indicator tells us that particular remote sessions are still in progress. Note the forward and reverse buttons that let us step through each session to check results. And we can revert back to the local machine at any time, hitting the back icon. We can also send a variety of commands to any or all sessions simultaneously, including the ability to automatically retrieve ASAP-generated files back to our local working directory, or close remote sessions as we choose. We can check in on our progress and see that many of our sessions have completed and the rest are coming along nicely. Once all remote sessions have completed, we can again access each individual session to review and retrieve our results. We can copy any file to our local working directory by right-clicking the file we want. Since all sessions we've started are still open, we can also make changes to the individual scripts for any session and hit Run. We literally have 50 copies of ASAP available to use as we wish. Using the results of this example, we can plot the equivalent ray tracing speeds for any number of remote sessions. By tracing over 1 billion rays within the integrating sphere on a single computer, a run that would currently take nearly 10 hours, we can see the ray trace time reduced to as little as 15 minutes when distributed across multiple remote sessions. In addition, we could simultaneously be working on several other tasks while waiting for the run to complete. The enhanced remote in ASAP 2009 is a game-changing feature, allowing unprecedented true Monte Carlo ray tracing in a distributed processing environment, and will set new benchmarks for single-user productivity and performance with the world's leading optical design and analysis software, ASAP.